Hello, writers. Come write with me. My name is Michaela Greenwood. I create worlds for mind adventures. Welcome to my channel, Write with Michaela. I'm very glad to have you here on my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you can go on this journey with me. Excuse me. Our terms for today are flamboyant, percolate, lament, and limitations. There is no writing prompt today. Our first term, flamboyant, means of a person or their behavior tending to attract attention because of their exuberance, confidence, and stylishness. Some synonyms are ostentatious, exuberant, confident, lively, buoyant, animated, energetic, vibrant, vivacious, extravagant, theatrical, showy, swashbuckling, and a few more. Some antonyms are modest and restrained. A second definition is for architecture. Architecture means or denoting a style of French Gothic architecture, marked by a wavy, flame-like tracery, and ornate decoration. If you have such buildings or architecture in your setting, by all means, use this definition. But we are going to focus on the first definition. Several weeks ago, we had flaunt. And in that definition, you attract attention by showing. Today's word, you or your character, attracts attention by their actions. This character is the life of the party. This character has a larger-than-life personality. Everyone knows when this character enters the room. Not like me. I can come into a room and you're like, oh, I didn't see you there. I didn't see you come in. When did you come in? No. This person, they come in the room. Everybody knows they're in the room. Now, in Superman, you could say during his normal life, like at the news station or the paper or whatever, wherever he worked, Superman was the opposite of flamboyant. He was modest and restrained. However, in Batman, the Joker is very flamboyant. So leave a comment on if you've ever known someone like this who is energetic and vibrant or flamboyant. I've met someone like this recently. I'm sure I've known people in the past, but recently I've met somebody. And this person is also a sports newscaster on the radio. And so, you got to figure those kinds of personalities tend towards this anyway. But this person is boisterous and fun, and he's smiling most of the time. And, he can tell you all these sports facts, and you're looking to him for that. So he is very flamboyant. Now, above I gave an example of the protagonist being the opposite of flamboyant. And I gave an example of the antagonist that was flamboyant. But that in no way means your protagonist isn't or can't be flamboyant. It also doesn't mean your antagonist needs to be flamboyant. An antagonist who is restrained and secretive can do a lot of damage before he or she is discovered at all. Now, leave a comment below if you have a flamboyant character in any of your stories. Our next term is percolate, and it means of a liquid or gas filtered gradually through a porous surface or substance. I should say or, I'm sure. A second definition is of coffee to be prepared in a percolator. Some synonyms are filter, drain, drip, ooze, seep, trickle, dribble, strain, leak, leach, filtrate, transude, brew, or perk. Okay, so why the heck am I talking about coffee? Let's look at the action along with some of the synonyms. Coffee drips in the cup, so it is slowly filling. Most of the time, coffee doesn't overflow, but if it does, then you can have quite a mess. Now, let's apply that to a situation. Maybe someone's actions annoy someone else, but the person stays calm. Just one drop of annoyance, then two, until the annoyed person explodes. Things were percolating under the surface. Take a plant, industrial plant, where there are safety protocols that aren't adhered to. So safety is dripping away and problems manifest one drip or bolt or whatever at a time. The danger is percolating. When something is percolating, it isn't usually noticed until it overfills the cup and spills out. And that doesn't have to be coffee or gas. The Germans enacted, this is history, the Germans enacted a plan of power that percolated throughout the Jewish community. First, the Germans initiated a curfew. Then, restrictions on where the Jews could work. Each restriction didn't seem like enough to fight for, right? You're not going to fight a whole war because of a curfew. Just deal with it. But then you're restricted on where you can work. And then you were, I don't remember when the work one came in. It may have been several months later. So it's restriction. And each restriction didn't seem like enough to fight for. But then Hitler's tyranny spilled over into the death of thousands upon thousands of Jews. And some people trying to help them also lost their lives. So, if you ever get the chance to read Night by Elie Wiesel, and it's spelled Eliewiesal. I think I spelled that right. But if you put in Night and you get the Elie, the Wiesel will come up. So, if you have, it's a thin little book. And it will be worth your time. Like I said, it's thin. And it's an autobiography. I highly recommend it. Okay, so I think when I spelled it to you the first time, I had too many I's in it. Because I have it spelled again. And it doesn't have that second I. So, Elie. And then Wiesal. Okay, so in this book, the Germans were smart in their tyranny. Not that I approve of their tyranny. But they were smart because they percolated out the restrictions. Just a little bitty restriction and then a little bitty more. Like I said, I don't agree with what the Germans did. Still, would you fight a war because of a curfew? No. The Jews' attitude about the curfew was that no good Jew would be out that late anyway. So it doesn't matter. It did matter. With this measure, the Germans learned how far they could go. with taking away a right, when taking a right away. Small increment steps until the Jews had no arms and no rights. And no rights to gather, they had no rights to work, they had no rights to shop for meat, they had no rights. They had the arms were taken away. I mean weapons at that point, not their body parts. Arms were taken away, their gold was taken away, their right to work at this place was taken away. All these things. Little bit. And if you read Night, it is really good. It shows you how to percolate tyranny. In our stories, if we can have the antagonist percolate his or her tyranny in that way, we will have a very intriguing story. At what point do the people fight back to have their freedom restored? Right? This history lesson can be applied to any story we write. And that is wrong as well. Oh, just so many things. Rough draft is never a final draft, right? It can be applied to any story we write, unless you're writing about like a drama or something. Probably in a drama you wouldn't have this stuff. You could have percolation in other ways. And governments today can also learn from this to remove. All right, so we can learn how to write. Governments can learn how to do this to us, right? So with just a trickle of a loss at a time, until we are locked in our houses, unable to go to work or the grocery store. I mean, that's exactly what they did to the Jews. And some can say that's what they did to us in COVID. They learned from the Germans. So read the book, learn from history, and enhance your writing with this gripping story. Leave a comment below on something in your life that percolated. It could be at work or at home. Could be that you and your ex were getting along, but then one thing and another, and I just pushed a button. Let's see. Okay, it could one problem, then another, and then it explodes in divorce. Or one problem, then another, and then you quit your job. Something. Things can percolate. Now, after you leave that comment about what percolated in your life, then tell if you saw little problems ahead of time or if things just spilled over. Our next term is lament. Lament means a passionate expression of grief or sorrow. This could be a song, piece of music, or a poem expressing sorrow. This could be an expression of regret or disappointment or complaint. Some synonyms, are wail, lamentation, moan, groan, weeping, crying, sob, keening, howl, complaint, or jeremiad. A second definition is to mourn a person's loss or death, or to express one's deep grief about something, or express regret or disappointment over something considered unsatisfactory, unreasonable, or unfair. The first definition was a noun, and the second one was a verb. Basically, as a noun, it is an expression of grief or sorrow, and the second is to express grief or sorrow. A mini review for you is a noun is a person, place, thing, or idea, while a verb is an action or a state of being. In our stories, a character can lament losing freedom, or a job, or a friend, or a spouse, and it is up to you, the writer, to describe how exactly they are doing that. Is it wailing? Is it a song? You as the writer must know if the loss affects just the one person or if it affects everyone. A child may lament that the Easter Bunny isn't real. But many people around the child won't also lament that, or they did lament it when they learned it as a child, but now years later they're not lamenting. We discuss people flaunting things and others thinking they received their comeuppance when they lost something or lost status. I did say morally that isn't the way we should act, but still many won't lament that person's loss. Another thing is, say a person was driving drunk and lost his or her license to drive. Some of us will be glad because that person is no longer driving and the danger on the road is less. Of course, if we become the person that has to chauffeur that person around, we might also lament the loss of the license. There's lots of ways you could put these together. You are the writer. You have to decide on the different perspectives of your different characters. Will others lament the loss with your character, or will they think things like, if Johnny didn't want to lose his license, then he shouldn't have driven drunk? In other words, the second character feels that Johnny brought things on himself, which is different from that Johnny received his comeuppance. In real life, we lament all sorts of things. Some things are more important than others. Some of us may lament the death of a singer, but others may not have heard about that singer. Some of us may lament a restaurant changing its entire menu and no longer offering our favorite dish. Different levels of importance. In our stories, characters can lament the loss of a trinket or the loss of freedom. Now, that's not saying the trinket can't prove to be vital to the mission later. Like maybe people just think it's a trinket, but maybe it's a key, or maybe it has the code or something. So, if people just think it's a trinket, when it's lost, several may not lament it. I lament the loss of some of the square dances we used to attend, but many people wouldn't even know about that. Some people don't. Square dancing? They still do that? Is that when you wear the big... No, we don't wear... At my level, we don't wear the costume. So, a couple things took down some square dancing. One was COVID, so we weren't able to have our meetings with people. And the other was, there was a hurricane. There was one dance in Florida that we went to. And they were able to use a community center. And during one of the hurricanes, it damaged that community center, so we don't have that place anymore. So I'm lamenting that. Leave a comment on something you lament, whether it is big or small. Our last term today is limitations. I probably don't need to define this, but we will. Limitations means a limiting rule or circumstance, a restriction, a condition of limited ability, a defect or failing, or the action of limiting something. Some synonyms are restriction, curb, restraint, constraint, imperfection, flaw, defect, or failing. A second definition is in law, means a legally specified period in which an action may be defeated or a property right is not to continue. So let me restate that in layman's term. So if somebody does something wrong to you, there's a limitation on when you can file that lawsuit. You can't wait years upon years upon years. In different states is different. Some might be a 7-year, some might be a 10-year, or whatever. But if you have it hanging over something, I'm going to sue you for that. I'm going to sue you for that. Well, after that limitation period is over, you cannot sue for that. You have to sue within the period. Just a law. Okay. So we are concentrating on the first definition. In real life, there are lots of limitations. There are supplies that have limits. There are limited land and limited space. And any agency or job could have limitations on staff members. There are limitations on how long jobs can take. Most nothing is out to infinity. In our stories, there are limitations as well. How many people are on the protagonist's side to fight? If you kill off all but one person, is it realistic that one can fight and win? Especially if you have hundreds or thousands on the other side. Maybe only one person can fight a war if that character is Rambo. But that's not the case with most of our stories. If your story involves magic, are there limitations to the magic? Are there limitations to the current knowledge of spells? Is there a limitation to supplies? In Vampire Apocalypse, the special bullets were definitely limited. They found out that the vampires were allergic to like a chemical or something like, I don't think it was sap, but it was something in the wood. And they would extract that from the wood and paint the bullets with that. The vampires were allergic to that. But they'd have to go through that process. So there was a limit on those special bullets. In Princess of Norwin and Steigergard, there is a limitation on the number of arrows laced with poison. Same idea. If I haven't read that part yet, I apologize for the spoiler. In the story we read last season, Eleni's Pride, there were limitations on magic, but others could send magic. So in your stories, what are the limitations, and is there a way to overcome those limitations? Or do your characters have to work within those limitations? In Tahia, the limitation was on the amount of knowledge. As time had gone by, people forgot the words to spells and forgot a lot of the witch language. As Tahia taught them, many of their limitations lifted. They were no longer limited by that. And then she did limit time, right? Tahia put limitations on time because she said, spell for the sands of time, but then she limited the time. So you can put limitations in lots of ways. Leave a comment on a limitation in your real life and in your story. So that's 2 comments. And if you're brave enough, tell how you handled that limitation. In my story, I had this limit, I did this. In real life, I had this limit, I did that. Okay, writers. We don't have a writing prompt today. So go write on your chapters and make sure to meet your writing goal. Leave a comment on what your daily goal or daily average is. If you've left your daily goal before, well, my daily goal is 500. Or my daily average goal is 500. Then today, instead of saying the same comment, you could say, at this date, and you can say the date that you watched the video, and today is November 1st. On November 1st, my average goal was 500. My average was 560 words per day. So I am meeting my goal with 60 words over. So leave a comment on what your daily goal is or your daily average goal, and how well you've kept it so far this year. Or if you've done one comment, you can do the other comment. And actually, this says that I'm writing this October 31st, 2025. So I wrote it yesterday, and I'm filming that today. And so far this year, my average is around 550 words per day. So not quite the 560 that I just said, but 550 words per day. I am meeting my goal with a little room to spare. If you're not meeting your goal, don't give up. Don't ever give up. Just renew your commitment. We just start. Today is November 1st. I don't know when this will air, but probably closer to the end of November. But you can say, okay, December 1st. I'm going to renew my commitment, because people like to do things on the 1st. They don't like to do it in the middle. But you can start on a Monday. You can start on a Sunday. Just pick when you want to start. Renew your commitment and keep going. Join me Friday for Princess of Norwin and Staggerguard. Join me Tuesday for your cave stories. Don't forget to visit my website, bymckella.com. Read some character bios and send in your writings and your chapters to writewithmckella@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. Put your DNA on the like button. That's what the lawyer, says, DNA. I don't deal with DNA so much, but anyway, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. Then we will continue to write together, and other people will have a higher chance of finding this video and this channel, since your likes will push the video out to a greater audience. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate your participation. If you know someone who would like this video, please share it with them. This is McKella with Write with McKella. Bye for now.